What if I told you there's a secret to unlocking extraordinary results in your life? Gary Keller's book, The One Thing, reveals that focusing on the one thing is the key to achieving extraordinary results. Keller, a successful entrepreneur, challenges the conventional wisdom of multitasking and doing it all. Instead, he advocates for identifying the one thing that matters most at any given moment, allowing us to make meaningful strides toward our aspirations. Keller introduces the analogy of the domino effect to illustrate the power of focusing on the one thing. Imagine a single domino, perfectly positioned to topple an entire line of dominoes. That first domino represents your one thing, the task that, once completed, will trigger a cascade of positive outcomes. By identifying and focusing on this pivotal action, you set in motion a chain reaction that can lead to remarkable achievements. Keller provides a simple yet profound question to guide us. What is the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? By consistently asking and answering this question, we ensure that our efforts are always aligned with our desired outcomes. Keller challenges conventional wisdom about success. We've all been told to work hard, be well-rounded, and multitask our way to the top. But Keller argues that the pursuit of everything often leads to achieving nothing of real significance. The problem with chasing multiple goals simultaneously is that it divides our focus and dilutes our efforts. Keller emphasizes that success is not about doing everything, it's about doing the right things. By debunking these myths and embracing the power of focus, we can break free from this cycle and chart a course toward meaningful achievement. Keller delves into the lies we often tell ourselves about success. One such lie is the idea that multitasking is effective. In reality, multitasking is a myth. Our brains are not wired to focus on multiple complex tasks simultaneously. Another lie is the belief that we must be well-rounded to succeed. Keller argues that true success comes from identifying our unique talents and focusing on developing those to their fullest potential. The lie of balance also hinders our progress. True balance is about aligning our priorities with our values and allocating our resources accordingly. By exposing and dismantling these lies, Keller empowers us to challenge our assumptions and embrace a more focused approach to achieving our goals. We learn to prioritize our actions, leverage our strengths, and make conscious choices aligned with our values. Keller offers a practical framework for unlocking our potential. He introduces the concept of the focusing question. What is the one thing I can do, such that by doing it everything else will become easier or unnecessary? By asking and answering this question regularly, we ensure that our actions are always aligned with our most important goals. Keller emphasizes the importance of time blocking, scheduling dedicated blocks of time for our most important tasks. By embracing the power of focus and implementing strategies like the focusing question and time blocking, we can achieve extraordinary results. Let's bring the domino effect to life. Imagine a young entrepreneur, Sarah, launching her dream business. Applying the focusing question, she asks, "What's the one thing I can do right now to make everything else easier or unnecessary?" The answer? Securing her first paying customer. That first sale validates her idea, provides crucial feedback, and fuels her motivation. The domino effect isn't about finding shortcuts. It's about prioritizing impact. One strategically placed action can trigger a chain reaction, accelerating you towards your goals faster than tackling everything at once ever could. Keller introduces the concept of time blocking, a powerful time management technique. It's about proactively scheduling your day, dedicating specific blocks of time to your most important tasks. Time blocking is about putting those big rocks in first. Block out time for your one thing at the time you're most productive, then fit smaller tasks around it. This ensures your most important work gets done, minimizing distractions and maximizing focus. Keller emphasizes the importance of asking the right questions. The focusing question helps us identify our one thing, but there are other powerful questions we can use to unlock clarity and propel us towards our goals. One such question is, what's the one thing I can do to double my results in the next time frame? Another powerful question is, what's the one thing I'm avoiding that, if I did it, would make the biggest difference? By consistently asking ourselves powerful, thought-provoking questions, we gain clarity, unlock new possibilities, and stay focused on what truly matters. Keller recognizes that our mindset plays a crucial role in achieving extraordinary results. We all have limiting beliefs, those insidious voices in our heads that tell us we're not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. One common limiting belief is the fear of failure. Keller encourages us to reframe failure as feedback, an opportunity to learn and grow. Another limiting belief is the feeling of overwhelm. By identifying and challenging our limiting beliefs, we free ourselves from self-doubt and unleash our full potential. Keller introduces a powerful tool, a compass to guide us through the wilderness of possibilities, the focusing question. The focusing question is this: what is the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will become easier or unnecessary? It forces you to prioritize, to identify the action with the highest leverage, the domino that will set all others in motion. Think of it this way: you can spend hours tidying your desk, organizing files, and answering emails. Or you can focus on completing that one crucial proposal that, once sent, will free up your mental space and potentially bring in a major client. Which action truly moves the needle? The focusing question helps you discern. Let's break down why this question is so powerful. Firstly, it demands singularity. Not two things, not five things, but the one thing. This forces you to confront your priorities head-on. Secondly, it emphasizes action. It's not about what you should do, could do, or might do, but what you can do right now. The focusing question isn't about adding more to your plate. It's about strategically choosing the right dish to savor. The beauty of the focusing question lies in its versatility. It can be applied to any area of your life, from your career to your relationships to your personal growth. Feeling overwhelmed by a mountain of work tasks? Ask the focusing question. Struggling to make progress on a personal project? Ask the focusing question. When you're clear about your priorities, when you're laser focused on your one thing, decision-making becomes easier. Distractions lose their power, and your path forward becomes illuminated. Section 4. The domino effect of the focusing question. By consistently applying the focusing question, you activate the domino effect in your life. Each one thing you identify and tackle becomes a domino, setting in motion a chain reaction of positive outcomes. Imagine a writer struggling with writer's block. Their one thing might be to simply write the first sentence of their story. That seemingly small action can break through the mental barrier, sparking a flow of creativity that leads to paragraphs, then pages, then chapters. Or consider a sales professional aiming to close a major deal. Their one thing might be to identify and connect with the key decision-maker within the target company. That one connection could unlock the door to a successful pitch and ultimately a signed contract. The focusing question doesn't offer a magic solution. It provides a framework for focused action. It empowers you to break down complex goals into manageable steps, prioritize your efforts, and create a cascade of success in all areas of your life. By mastering the art of asking the right questions, you unlock the extraordinary potential that lies within you. Time, your most valuable asset. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, yet some people seem to accomplish 10 times more than others. What's their secret? It's not about working harder, it's about mastering the art of time management, specifically protecting your time for your one thing. Keller compares time to an investment. Invest wisely, and you reap substantial returns. Squander it, and you'll find yourself struggling to make progress on what truly matters. The problem is, time is a finite resource, easily depleted by distractions, interruptions, and our own tendency to prioritize urgency over importance. Think of your one thing as a delicate flower that needs nurturing to bloom. Every distraction, every interruption, is like a weed stealing away precious sunlight and nutrients. To allow your one thing to flourish, you must create a protected environment where it can thrive. This means becoming fiercely protective of your time, especially those precious hours when your focus and energy are at their peak. Identify your magic hours, the time of day when you're most productive and alert, and dedicate those hours to your one thing. This might mean waking up an hour earlier before the demands of the day begin, or blocking out time in your calendar when you're less likely to be interrupted. The key is to treat these time blocks as sacred, non-negotiable appointments with your most important work. Section 2. Building your success bunker. Imagine a military bunker, built to withstand even the most intense attacks. That's the level of focus and commitment Keller advocates for when it comes to protecting your one-thing time. He calls it building your success bunker. This bunker isn't about physical isolation. It's about creating a mental space free from distractions. It's about setting boundaries, communicating your availability to others, and learning to say no to requests that don't align with your priorities. Start by identifying your biggest time wasters. Is it social media, email, unproductive meetings? Once you know your enemies, you can develop strategies to combat them. This might involve turning off notifications, setting specific times for checking email, or politely declining meeting requests that don't have a clear agenda. Building your success bunker is also about optimizing your environment for focus. This might mean finding a quiet workspace, investing in noise-canceling headphones, or simply letting your family and colleagues know that when the door is closed, you're not to be disturbed unless it's an emergency. Remember, the goal is not to become a hermit, but to create pockets of focused time where you can do your most important work without distractions. By building your success bunker, you're essentially telling yourself and the world, this time is sacred, and I'm fully committed to making the most of it. Section 3. The myth of work-life balance. The concept of work-life balance is often touted as the holy grail of a fulfilling life. However, Keller challenges this notion, arguing that it's an elusive and often unrealistic goal. He suggests that instead of striving for perfect balance, we should aim for a work-life counterbalance. This means recognizing that there will be times when work demands more attention, and other times when personal life takes precedence. The key is to be intentional about how we allocate our time and energy, ensuring that we're making progress in all areas that matter to us. Counterbalancing requires flexibility and the ability to adjust our focus as needed. There might be weeks when a major project requires long hours and intense concentration. During these times, we might need to lean more heavily on our support systems, delegate tasks, or temporarily scale back on other commitments. However, these periods of intense focus should be followed by periods of rest and rejuvenation. This might involve taking a vacation, spending quality time with loved ones, or pursuing hobbies and interests that bring joy and renewal. The key is to avoid the trap of feeling guilty when one area of our life requires more attention than others. By embracing the concept of counterbalance, we can achieve both professional success and personal fulfillment without sacrificing one for the other. Section 1. Your one thing awaits. We've journeyed through the core principles of the one thing, a roadmap to extraordinary results by focusing on what truly matters. It's not about doing everything, it's about doing the right things at the right time with unwavering focus. Remember Sarah, our overwhelmed entrepreneur? By finding her Domino, that first paying customer, she unlocked a chain reaction of success. We learned that time isn't just something to manage, it's an investment. Invest it wisely in your one thing, and the returns are exponential. Building your success bunker isn't about becoming a recluse. It's about creating a haven for focused work, minimizing distractions to maximize your impact. And remember, work-life balance isn't about a perfect 50-50 split. It's about counterbalancing, giving each area its due focus when the time is right. But the most powerful tool we've unpacked is the focusing question. What is the one thing I can do, such that by doing it, everything else will become easier or unnecessary? This question, etched into your mind, becomes your compass, guiding you through the wilderness of possibilities towards the destination of your dreams. Section 2. Live with purpose. The principles of the one thing aren't just about achieving external success. They're about living a more intentional, fulfilling life. When you focus on what matters most, you align your actions with your values, creating a life of purpose and meaning. So, here's your call to action. What is the one thing you've been putting off? The action that could change everything? Is it starting that business, writing that book, having that difficult conversation? Don't let fear, doubt, or the tyranny of the urgent hold you back. Embrace the power of focus. Ask the focusing question. Build your success bunker. and watch as the dominoes of your life fall into place, creating a ripple effect of extraordinary results. The journey starts with a single step, a single decision to focus on your one thing. What will yours be?